It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and happy July. So July means that it's off the board. So for the entire month of July, me and some friends will be using pins from our Pinterest board as inspiration for our layouts. So I have a playlist down below for everybody to add to. So that's going to happen. And in the past, I have just kind of willy-nilly just done whatever, right? So I thought it might be fun to have a little more direction this year. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going to have days that are going to help guide me what I'm going to pick for my inspiration. So we're starting off with a Monday. So Mondays are going to be mood boards. So not everybody is going to follow along with this. They are more than welcome to, but they do not have to. And so Mondays are going to be mood boards. So all of my layouts will be inspired by mood boards. On Tuesdays, I'll pick some sort of technique. On Wednesday, it's called What's in My Glass. And I think I might wait till Wednesday to explain that one. So that one's going to be kind of fun. Thursday is going to be texture. Friday is free for all, so just whatever. Saturday is going to be a scrap lift, and Sunday is going to be the sketch. So that is what you have to look forward to this month. So let's start with day one. So I have this super fun mood board, and I am going to document the photos of kind of basically the food of my son's graduation party. So two of them are his cupcakes, and then one is our island just full. We just did like a bunch of appetizers, and so I'm going to document that. We're lucky enough that we have a friend that makes amazing cupcakes, so she made the cupcakes for us. So let's talk mood board. So obviously kind of the first thing that inspired me with this mood board was the cupcakes. I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, cupcakes. I can document these photos. The second thing is you can see that there are two triangles down at the bottom. One has like a piggy bank in it, and then the other one has some pictures of cupcakes. So when I saw that, I was like, I am totally going to do a half and half page. So I dug into my stash and I pulled out this collection from Amy Tan called, I don't know what it's called. I actually don't know. I had the project pad. I've got some puffy stickers, regular stickers, and some foam stickers. But it had some food on it. Also had some cupcakes, so I thought I would just go with that. This blue paper kind of reminds me of some sprinkles. There's sprinkles on the cupcakes in the picture. And then in the top right-hand corner, there is a picture of some blue, I would say washing machines, probably dryers. Dryers go on the wall, right? At a laundromat. And they are circles, and there's like a person in the middle sitting in it. And I was like, okay, so there are three dryers next to each other. One, the center one is open, and the other two are closed and circles. So I decided to cut my cupcake pictures into circles, and I just used a glass from my kitchen to make the circle. I do think that I really want to invest in some nestling circle dies though, because I am a terrible circle cutter. Terrible. And the way I kind of counteract that is I actually rough up the edges, because then if they're wonky, it looks like it's meant to be that way. So I will go in, rough up the edges on the circles. I decided to leave the center photo square. I did kind of contemplate doing it as a circle as well, but I didn't like how it was going to cut because people were kind of on the edge there. So I left that one as a square. I matted it in that black and white polka dot. And now I am going to work on some embellishing. So I really like this kind of, I think it's meant to be a wreath, but I separated it so it almost looks like brackets. And it kind of reminded me of the tops of those pineapples. So I definitely wanted to get some kind of florally type bits in here. Now, I really felt like those circles needed, those circle pictures needed something. So I did go ahead and back those as well with the same pattern paper, and I roughed up the edges as well. So that's going to be kind of my basic design. My title says The Best of Days. That is a perspective from Bramble Fox. And I'm just going to put that down there at the bottom. I'm going to add a couple of florals, a couple of cupcakes, a couple of donuts. We didn't have any donuts, but it's food. Kind of like, oh, we do have pretzels. I'm like, maybe we didn't have pretzels, but I'm totally looking on there and we definitely have pretzels. So the pretzel goes on there. Probably should have put the other sticker pretzel on there because I'm not really sure when I'm going to use that again. I kind of start with this cluster up in the top, and then it does extend all the way up. So my thought was to kind of embellish on that diagonal initially, but then I just started kind of layering everything up. But as I continue putting things down, you will see it kind of moves up the page a little bit. So not only does it go down the bottom, you can see that there, it will work its way up. So slowly but surely, it's just going to kind of like keep inching up until it makes it all the way to the top with a couple of florals. So I also have the puffies from this collection. So I'm going to get a camera on there, a heart, a couple of florals, and then there are actually 2 cupcakes. So there's this one that's blue topped and then the other one that is a pink. So I'm going to put those on the cupcakes photos as well. And then I did actually layer that bottom cupcake sticker. So the sticker on the sticker sheet was a little bit bigger than the foam. And so I decided to put it on and kind of add it as like a, kind of like a shadow. And so I thought it fit pretty well. So that is going down at the bottom. There is a circular element at the top that says thank you, because we are very thankful for everybody who showed up to support our son's graduation. And there's a couple of those people that are in there in addition to people that helped us put it together, like baking the cupcakes. And so I felt like that was appropriate. I'm looking at the sticker sheet, seeing if there's anything else I want to add. And then I find this cute little bow, which I think goes really well for the lemons that you see down in the bottom. And then I felt like they needed some more sprinkles in that top white area. So I'm going to cover up my photos Not that it would matter too much. There are a few people in the center photo, but not too many. And I'm going to use some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Ocean. That is the blue. And then some Color Shine in Butter, and that is the yellow. So the blue doesn't completely go with the mood board. The mood board definitely has more of a teal, and this is kind of a more oceany blue. But I definitely have the black and the two pinks, and there actually is some of that orange in some of the flowers. So that is going to do it for day 1 of Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. So it's a hashtag OTBWPP if you want to follow along on Instagram. And there is my final layout. Make sure you give some love to the playlist and remember to wear your crown, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.